Hello everyone, we're back again with another video, this time talking about hide glue. Hide glue is a substance you've seen me use before in previous videos as an adhesive, and it's been used for hundreds if not thousands of years. As the name implies, it comes from the hides of various animals, in this case rabbit, though some very high grade medieval hide glues were said to have been made out of sturgeon skin. Now when you boil these skins down, a substance will be exuded, which then is dried and forms into what you can see here before you. These little crystal granules, almost like sand. Now, when these granules are introduced to water, they'll soften up, and when that water is heated, they'll form a homogeneous substance that is quite sticky and can be used as glue. The amount of glue to water is very important. Using high amounts of water will ensure a rather thin glue that can be easily spread. I tend to use more watery glue when I'm doing something like making a case, where I don't want the glue to be overly thick or to spread out too far past my skived edges. But thinner glue like that can also be a bit weaker, more prone to tearing or separating. Or you can make thicker glues where you use less water and a higher ratio of these granules, and that'll result in a very thick, very adhesive glue, but it can be a bit hard to work with. So you'll want to decide the viscosity of your glue on a case-by-case basis. As I said before, I specifically like thinner glues when I make cases, but if I'm making cuir bouilli, I tend to like something in the middle. A little more viscous, but not so viscous that it'll chunk up and become troublesome. We're going to be making a glue with 2 tablespoons of granules and 5 tablespoons of water. This is going to make something that's nice and moderate, not too fluid, and not too viscous. You want to be careful when working with hide glue because you don't want to inhale these granules. Generally speaking, you want to keep stuff out of your lungs. Let's go ahead and take it. Put it in here. Because when you get things in your lungs, that can cause respiratory problems. And you have to ask yourself, your lungs are actually quite moist. Do you really want glue forming in your lungs? The answer, I think you'll find, is no. No, you don't. So first, before I start scooping my water, I'll wipe off my spoon so that it doesn't get a thin layer of glue forming on it. So now I'll want to agitate this ever so slightly. It doesn't hurt to have something like a chopstick, because I want as much of this to be in contact with the water as possible. And we're going to let it sit for an hour while the glue absorbs the water. It's been about an hour now, and the hide glue has started to melt down, taking up as much of the water as it can. So we're going to kick things into the next stage with some warm water. I've brought this water to just below boiling, and I'm going to put the hide glue in it, and the warmth of this is going to further melt it into an actual glue-like state that can be put to use. So let that sit for maybe 10 minutes, stir it every now and then, and we'll see what we got. It's been a little less than 10 minutes, but if you look inside, the glue's nice and ready. Now from here, you can use it for whatever you intend to, use it for. I am about to use this to glue some aglets, but you can use it for prepping your material to apply some gesso. You can use it to make gesso. You can use it for cuir bouilli, as I discussed before. You can use it for woodworking, leatherworking, fabric, pretty much anything you'd use a normal glue for. And it's historically accurate. It works quite nicely with things like leather because it's made out of the same materials that are naturally in the leather, so it binds it together very well. But now, with just a little bit of work, you know how to make hide glue. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider supporting me on Patreon. As you can see, I have a good few subscribers who have helped me to be able to take time out of my day to produce videos like this, and I sure hope you can be one of them. You can also like and subscribe to the channel and this video to be alerted when there are future videos. Go ahead and click the bell. So until next time, stay safe and happy crafting.